Hi Virgo and welcome to Faylight Tarot. This video is for your wellness check-in for the next 4 weeks, that time period being from late November to mid-December. Now, as per usual, I have cleansed and pre-shuffled my cards so I can take my time over that and I don't have to waste any of yours. Now, as any tarot reader will tell you, there are a lot of you out there, so take what resonates for you and leave behind what doesn't. And if nothing resonates for you, then that's okay. It's just not the reading for you. You can try again next time. But should you like what you see in here today, then please, by all means, do hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons, and you'll be alerted to your next reading, which is for your general reading. So first of all, I'd like to apologise for these readings coming out a bit later than I would have liked. I wanted to focus on my own wellness before I did these readings because I just didn't feel that it was appropriate for me to do so otherwise. But everything's all good. I'm here now. And I've also adjusted how I'm reading the wellness check-ins. So, for example, the last card, instead of asking the question, how can you better manage your duties and responsibilities, it's now for what are your strengths, which I feel is a bit more productive for the nature of this kind of reading. So let's get started, Virgo. The current energy that you're putting out right now into the world is the King of Cups. So let's have a look and see what's happening there. King of Cups. King of Cups for Virgo. Oh, thank you very much. Let's see. What else? Thank you. What else? How interesting. I'm also trying to be a bit neater with where I'm placing my cards when I'm not using them. Right. So we have Judgment, we have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and we've also got the Four of Wands here. So what's really beautiful right now is that the energy you're putting out there is one of compassion. It's a nurturing energy. You're being freer and more eloquent with your emotions and how you're receiving those emotions. And what's beautiful is Judgment in the Six of Pentacles is suggesting that this is actually something that you've been wanting to do for quite some amount of time. It's giving you the opportunity to express yourself authentically, and because you're expressing yourself authentically, it means that other people around you are also presenting themselves as authentic to you. So a lot of truths are coming to light. There's more of a harmony within yourself now. And also what seems to be the case is because of this this open compassion and the nurturing of feelings, you're in this place of mutual giving and receiving, which is lovely. You're maintaining a balance there, or at least you're seeking the balance there, which is beautiful. And it is something that you have put a lot of thought into and you have put a lot of action into, which is absolutely incredible, because what that is doing is that is helping you to find stability in your foundations and your home, which is wonderful. There's also cause for celebration there. So what's remarkable is that you've made a conscious decision about how you can improve your own energies, and you're doing it. So let's have a look at the bottom of the deck for the subconscious and the hidden. You have the Four of Swords, you have the Star cards, you've got the Seven of Wands, the High Priestess, and you've also got the Eight of Pentacles here. Oh, lovely. And you've got the Seven of Swords, but in the reverse. So yes, you have been doing a lot of resting and a lot of introspection about how you're being at the moment. And because you've decided to be a bit more compassionate, you're in a place of new healing for yourself. And it is one that is giving you new hope. It's one that is setting you on the correct path for, well, for how you want to be, for how you want to live authentically, which is lovely. And the thing is that you had to really challenge quite a few of your instincts and your intuition there. Now, what's interesting to me is that I've recently had this line of thought with a couple of other readings before in this week about how intuition can or the voice of your intuition can often be clouded by your fears or by the desire to keep yourself safe. And sometimes it doesn't ring true. So what's been good for you is that you've been challenging that, and you've figured it out that in order for you to make progress on this authentic self of you and how to really hone being able to give and receive emotional messages well, you've taken this understanding of it's the truth though, and because it's truth, there's no need for keeping things hidden, which is wonderful. I think that's absolutely incredible for you. Righty ho. So, what aspect of your life has been neglected or forgotten? And that is the Page of Wands, that desire to seek out new experiences, which makes sense, to be honest. Because in the world of counselling, what you're doing in your current energy is you're trying to find your own security here. Maybe you didn't feel secure before, and hence why you weren't able to go out for new experiences. Tell me about the Page of Wands, please, for Virgo. Page of Wands for Virgo. Any more messages, please? That was a bit convoluted, that one, wasn't it? Right. So we have the Eight of Cups, we have the Ten of Cups, you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and you've also got the Seven of Wands here. Yeah, I felt that there was something that you really had to walk away from in order for you to achieve this happiness. And what's wonderful about that is that you knew that something had to be cut short because you needed to focus your attention elsewhere. With the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel that you realised that maybe you weren't as dutiful as you should have been. Maybe some responsibilities were sliding. Maybe also you felt that you didn't have the time to put into the learning of something, and it was something that made you feel a bit defensive about that. You felt that things weren't secure, and that's why, like, you wanted to do things, but you couldn't because you weren't feeling secure. Now, these responsibilities and duties that were sliding, they may not necessarily be from you. It could be from people around you as well. Hence, that need to search for safety, security, which you have done. You've created that for yourself. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck here. You have the World card, you have the Two of Cups, you have the Queen of Wands, and you've also got the Empress here. Beautiful. So yes, what I'm seeing is there has been a completion of a cycle for you, and it is one that has led to unity, not just within yourself, but also for the close connections around you. This could be a spouse, it could be any other type of significant other, business partnership, or just a close relationship in general, somebody that has close ties to you. There's I'm getting the sensation that there's been a reaffirming of boundaries, which is wonderful. And as such, that has given you some new strength. You've, with the Queen of Wands, I feel that there's also been this renewal for you of finding pleasure in things that are in the world around you, which is wonderful, because that's the first step into you wanting to experience new things, is seeing the pleasure in things that are around you. And your opportunity for growth is absolutely enormous because of it. But there's definitely some mutual nourishing here that has been happening between you and someone else. And what that's doing is it's coming with the promise of so much abundance for you, which is incredible. There's peace there as well. And all it needed was for you to take a leap of faith on some of the things that had happened to you in your past. Those things that you needed to protect yourself from, you took a leap of faith on them to make them into something new, because you recognized this is a new chapter. What's this? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. So, what aspect of your life is too full? And that is the Two of Swords. So, there's some indecision for you on something. Maybe you feel that you're at a crossroads and you're just not quite sure what to do. Give these a shuffle first. Right, Two of Swords for Virgo, please. I keep having to check that my microphone's on, because I'm always worried that I'm reading on and not recording any sound. Tell me about Virgo's Two of Swords, please. Virgo's Two of Swords. Okay. Oh, be neat. Thank you. Interesting. Okay, so we have the King of Cups, we have the Devil card, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we've also got the Nine of Cups in reverse. So what are the crossroads for? I feel that because you've opened up this compassionate side, this willing to listen and accept and understand emotions, not just for yourself, but the people around you, I feel that maybe it's given recognition to some of those maybe unhealthy practices, or what you consider to be unhealthy practices. Maybe as well, it's about recognizing temptations that are with you, because the desire that you have to expand and to get new experiences is very strong. There's no doubt about it. But I feel that there's also a recognition for you that it'll come in time. And when you do it, you're going to do it in a correct way. Like, you're not going to be impulsive about it. You're going to be firm and sure in your security that you are able to do that. Because the Nine of Cups in the reverse here suggests that maybe you're just not that comfortable in taking that leap just yet. You're not ready just yet. So the temptation to do something is there, or the temptation of a path to take is there, and you do want to do it, but you're also feeling that you're just not ready. Let's have a look at the bottom. You have the Strength card, you have the Knight of Wands, you've also got the Hanged Man, the Two of Pentacles, and Temperance here. Yeah, I feel that this new area that you're in of the compassionate sense, what that is doing for you is it's bolstering your self-confidence. Like, with the Strength card, it suggests that you're kind of like building yourself back up again. Maybe you had a crisis of self for a little while and you just weren't sure about what you were doing, but this is what you're doing right now. Like, you're healing, and you're also doing it in a way that is more the Strength card, she's a quiet leader, and she's peaceful, she's elegant. She doesn't have to whip or roar at the lion to get it tamed. So there's a suggestion of you, perhaps Virgo, trying to do things in a new way. Maybe you're trying to take a more peaceful approach to things. Maybe you're realizing that it should be now a time of serenity for you, rather than having to struggle for things or fight for things or be brash about it, which is good. Because yeah, you are very, very eager to go and experience new things and ignite your passions and so on. But I feel that with the sorry, my nose is itchy, as it usually does when I'm reading. The Knight of Wands can have the tendency of being quite impulsive, and I feel that that's something that you're having to really rethink. You're trying to have a change in perspective in that, on the impulsivity, not the passion, which is nice, but how you act upon it. You're realizing that it's about balance, because your purpose will come. Right now, you're trying to balance not just areas in your life, but energies within yourself. It's almost like you're rediscovering patience, which is not easy for you, Virgo. So how are you affected by all of this? And the card that you have for that is the Four of Swords. And that's that introspective energy, the meditation, resting, healing. Tell me about the Four of Swords for Virgo, please. Thank you. Interesting. Okay, so you have the Temperance again, you have the Queen of Swords, Strength in reverse, and you've also got the Ace of Cups. Yes, you're understanding that you definitely do need to give yourself some time. There is at the moment, you're understanding that you're needing to heal from quite a few emotional things. Also, in terms of your purpose, it's like you're trying to think about, well, what do I really want to do? Who do I really want to be, and where do I really want to go? And it's something that the Queen of Swords is suggesting that you're something that you are already thinking about and hopefully communicating about. And if not, then that is going to help you to discover your truth, and also ultimately to discover what it is that interests you, what intellectual pursuits are going to be of interest for you. Because I know that it doesn't feel like it right now. Your strength within yourself does feel quite diminished because of that. But because of the Ace of Cups here, you have this tremendous opportunity to really expand on your emotional aspects. And there may actually be an opportunity that comes your way unexpectedly, and it's one that's going to speak to your heart. Perhaps as well, there's new emotions that are coming within you that you're not really used to dealing with, and that's also kind of throwing you for a loop. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. You have the Emperor, the King of Swords, you've got the Hanged Man again, and you've also got the Knight of Wands here. Because I think that you do have a propensity for being quite stern with how you think, and in the way that you manage your thoughts. And it is something that is requiring you to really take a step back. And I think that you've realized as well that something needs to go, something needs to be sacrificed in order to help you get onto that new creative journey, or that new vitality that you need. And maintaining balance, or finding balance isn't something that you would normally do. You don't quite know how to do that. There's also some aspect of boredom there. Like, I don't know, Virgo, do you maybe feel that you have to be occupied? But there are plenty of things around you to do. It's just a case of picking what it is that you want to do. Now, just because you pick something to do, does that mean to say that you have to see it through? Can you not just taste something? I don't know many people that have ever had like that light bulb moment of, ooh, this is what it is that I want to do. And I don't know how you can in today's day and age, if I'm honest with you, because there's so many things to do. There's so many things to explore and experience now. I think you would need to live 2 lifetimes in order to make a dent in some of the things that you can do now. And I don't mean to say that in a negative way. It's more of a marvel. You know, like I marvel at what's available for people now. It's quite extraordinary. Anyway, enough blather. So, what to reduce or remove from your life, interestingly enough, is the world. Now let's talk about that there. Tell me about the world. Oh, that was awkward. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the awkwardness of how one of these cards fell out in particular, because I feel that there's a message in that in itself. Right, we have the Six of Cups, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, that was the awkward card, the World card again, and we also have the Eight of Wands. Now, when I get a duplicate card like this in the clarifiers, I feel that that is the universe really telling you to pay attention to that, because there is something important there. So I feel that maybe this prospect of the world being so full and being so available to you is something for you to maybe look at. Because again, with this concept of balance, as I say, you have the Two of Pentacles here, and in between that you have the Six of Cups on one side, and you've got the Five of Pentacles on the other side. Now, the Six of Cups can talk about the past and reminiscence and things like that, but it can also talk about the inner child. So you've got the inner child on one side, and you've got the Five of Pentacles on the other side, and that talks about the hardships, temporary hardships, displacement, and so on. Now, because the Five of Pentacles was such an awkward card to get out from the deck, like it was really reluctant to come out, but then it did. It feels like there's something quite sticky happening right now in terms of maybe your finances or your resources. So yes, by all means, that there's an opportunity over here for you to do something that is going to nurture your inner child. But this hardship right now that's going on, there needs to be a balance between the two, because this, as much as the emphasis is on temporary, there's a weight to it. Does that make sense? Now, the world is still going to be available for you. It is, if you have to wait a little bit longer. It truly, truly will be. But this stickiness that's happening with the Five of Pentacles, as much as it is sticky, it is going to be over soon. And with that, there is going to be the opportunity for you to move quicker on whatever it is that you want to do. It's just perhaps right now maybe isn't the best time, but maybe in the spring or the summer will be the time for you to really have a look at that there. Check and see what's happening here. Okay, we have the Hermit, we have the Nine of Swords, Three of Cups. You've got the Star card and you've also got the Moon card here. I feel that you're starting to understand some wisdom behind what your anxiety is telling you. It's like you're really paying attention to the little corners of darkness that don't get the light in there. And you're realizing that the depth of that darkness comes from the anxiety. So you're trying your hardest to shine the light in there and to guide yourself through with wisdom. It may be worth for you to speak to somebody else that you feel is wise of ways like this. Maybe that'll help you. But what's beautiful is with that is because you're using wisdom to conquer your anxiety, there is going to be a period of time very shortly where you are going to be in a state of celebration, which is going to be absolutely wonderful. Your friendship group is going to flourish, your relationships are going to flourish. And this is something that you wish for, like you wish fervently for this, like you really don't want these anxieties anymore, that they stand in the way of you realizing your true potential. But in order to do that, it means having to look at your fears and look at the uncertainty and of self that come from these fears and the illusions that are created because of those fears. But once you do, you are going to be put on a path that is going to lead you to the rest of your life, which is wonderful. So what to improve on is the Eight of Cups, which is that aspect of abandonment, that aspect of walking away from something. So maybe there's something that you need to leave behind in order to be able to step forward. Tell me about the Eight of Cups, please. Lots and lots of messages. You have the Hanged Man, the Page of Cups, the King of Swords, the Five of Wands in reverse. What's this? Seven of Swords in reverse, and you've also got the King of Wands here. Yeah, so something has to be sacrificed in order to give rise to your curiosity. And I feel that that is you really reaching into your thoughts and using your communication to step away from that which would cause you to fight. You know, the combative nature perhaps is something that you don't need anymore. It's done. You don't have to defend anything, because why do you need to defend anything if there's truth there? You don't. You don't need to do that at all. And once you do, then that desire that you have to explore is going to come to fruition. It's going to put you on the throne as the King of Wands. You're going to have that vitality, that passion, that fire, the lifted humor. Your creativity is going to soar. And how you take action is going to change. for the better, for the more positive, I feel. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Moon card, the Eight of Pentacles, the Star card, again, the King of Pentacles here. So how do you do that? How do you walk away from that combative nature? Essentially, cooperating with others. This could be a support group. It could be just working with people that you feel that you can learn something from in order to expose and understand the whole working on your fears, because this is something that you're already doing, right? But when you work with other people, people that you can learn from, is going to help you put the fine details on the work that you're already doing for yourself. And that healing path is going to continue for you and lead you to a place of stability for yourself, which is wonderful. So let's have a look at the shadow work card now. The shadow work, as I said before, it's very, very difficult and tricky to do, but the key of it really is actually to accept those dark parts in you that you don't really like, and then it's entirely up to you whether or not you want to change it. But acceptance is more important than anything, because then at least you know you're not kidding yourself on, you're being authentic. So your shadow side is that act of cooperation, that working with other people, what we just talked about there, something that you're perhaps usually averse to doing. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles for Virgo. Okay. Again, that was a struggle to come out. We'll have a look at that. Thank you. So we have the Ten of Swords, we have the Magician, the High Priestess, we have the Hermit, and we have the Knight of Wands here. So I feel that part of the reason why maybe you're not that great at working with other people is because quite often you've been stabbed in the back, and that's something that carries with you, and it has carried with you for quite some amount of time. But what is quite interesting is that with the Ten of Swords, there is that message there of the new dawn that is coming, and it is a new day. The battle is over. It's done. It's finished. Now I feel that for you, as much as it's difficult for you to find that cooperative energy, or to even go into that path of working with others, again, it could be a support group, it could be friends, family members, or just people that you can trust. As much as that's difficult for you, you're still manifesting it with the Magician. You're still asking for it because you do want it. So what do you do with it when the opportunity of the Three of Pentacles comes your way? Well, this is where intuition and wisdom come together. Your intuition and your wisdom. And the Knight of Wands here. You have that wisdom now, or you will have the wisdom to understand, is my intuition correct? Is this fear? Or is it correct? Like, do you maybe meet somebody and then trust your instinct on how to judge them, which is normal, by the way. Everybody does that. This was kept us alive for all these years. Or do you like them? Because I feel that there is this energy with the Knight of Wands that It could be the arrival of somebody that you do find very charismatic and likable, and you're willing to trust them. Maybe they are the gateway for you. Could also be as well about you recognizing that you are likable yourself, Virgo, and you can do anything. You're not going to get defeated. It's time to trust again, I feel. Let's have a look at the bottom. Yeah. You have the Page of Wands, the Chariot, the Nine of Wands here, and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you do, Virgo. You really do want to experience these new connections. And you do have self-belief, and you know that you'll be okay regardless of what happens, but it's still there's still something about you wanting to keep yourself precious and safe, so that you don't get hurt. Again, that's totally normal. So what are your strengths? And how will those strengths help you here? You have the Six of Wands here. Tell me about the Six of Wands for Virgo. You have the Empress, you have the Two of Wands, and you've also got the Ace of Wands in reverse here. So your strengths are you finding successes in the things that you do. There's also that recognition, you know, like people recognize who you are and what you do. They recognize that you do things well. Also, I feel that there is that you being your genuine self of what you're doing right now, and you working towards that road of authenticity and being empathic with yourself and with other people. People are going to recognize the strength of the Empress within you, that nurturing strength, that that desire to have those close connections, and the desire to show the people who are closest to you how much you value them. That recognition that there's not anything that you wouldn't do for them. But with the Two of Wands here and the Ace of Wands in reverse, I feel that also there's this new strength within you that if you don't want to do something, you're not going to do it. You know, you're not going to walk down a particular path to please people or anything like that. You're just not. If it doesn't look appealing to you, then you won't do it. And there's also with the Ace of Wands in reverse here, I feel that you have really learned a lesson about not seizing every opportunity that comes your way. It's like you've learned a new discernment, you know, of the people that you're going to have with you. Maybe even as well tying in with these things here that you're really wanting to do, but you know that it's not the right time to do it. It's like you've lost a lot of your impulsivity. which is good. Yeah, you're not jumping on whatever comes your way, both friendship wise and activity wise. There's been a definite end of a cycle for you. And the new Virgo that has been born is somebody that is incredibly new. There's this, it's almost like you've emerged from your chrysalis stage. And there is indecision, of course, there is about what it is that you want to do and where you want to go, but you understand that the relationships around you are more important than any comforts that you may or may not want to to go for, to pursue. And as disappointing as that is, you understand that this is the correct path to take. This is the one that you want to do. So how do you help yourself to maintain that path? Quite simply, don't focus on the things that you don't have. Don't forget the things that you do have. Well, Virgo, that's us for today. So, if this reading was for you, then I hope it resonated with you and I gave you a lot to think about, some questions to ask yourself and things to consider. And as I said, if you liked what you saw and heard today, then please, by all means, do hit the like and share buttons, and please subscribe to the channel to help me make it grow. And if you're interested, I have links in the description box below for your general reading, your career and finances, and your manifestation reading. Alrighty. But in the meantime, you take care of yourself. Alright? Bye.